everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the Four Keeps Legacy Part 3. Today is, guess what, July 20th, 2020, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers at the beginning of each and every single one of these sessions. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to catch up on all the VODs, or go where anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can find our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. It's a wonderful time. I would highly consider it. And while you're there on that Patreon, you can find a pinned post where you can enter into a contest to become an NPC or possibly get a location named after yourself in the homebrew world that we play in on tonight's game, as well as Thursday evenings. And that game, of course, is being run by the wonderful Cyberwolf 1201, and that is our Tyrant Security game. But if you already support us on Patreon, you already support us on YouTube, and all of those other places, consider then going to indooradventure.redbubble.com. We got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we have throw pillows, we even have face masks now that have the symbol of Tiamat upon them, and we have adjusted it so you don't have to just follow the black aspect of Tiamat. We got reds, whites, greens, blues. It's wonderful. Praise the queen, however you may feel.
White one look like?
The white one, I kind of want to switch up a little bit, because right now it's just a black outline, but I want it to be filled in black, so that way it would be just kind of like the negative version of the black face mask. But
Phrasing, but
yes, the photo negative, or whatever, it's fine. So, yes, with that, let's kick things off. First up in the order, hey RJ, who are you playing today?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ, and I'll be playing Caelum, the Shatterkai Wizard Cleric. Oh.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp. I'll be playing Gwen, the Halfling Barbarian Fighter!
hi, I'm Cyber. I play Arjhan, the Draconian fighter. Eats fighter. He, him.
Hi everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keen. I'm going to be playing as Coriander the Elegant Paladin, and I think I'm actually in summer form.
Well,
all the horky borky.
But okay, everyone use your imaginations with the layout at home. Pretend you're like our audiocast listeners for a hot minute and just envision what summer form Cori looks like, because I fucked up the overlay in making it. So, you know, you'll get that maybe on break. But I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I shall be your Dungeon Master. So, last we left off, our group ended up leaving the town of Gillet with your new friend and companion, Kendek, the Red Draconian, and made your way to the proclaimed Tower of the Claw. Upon arriving, it was noted that only Arjhan and Kendek were actually able of seeing this tower from afar, as high-level illusion magics prevented it from being seen by any who were not of draconic descent. It was at that point that you ended up meeting a blue guard drake, whom you later named Strum, I believe, the draconic word for storm. And as you were all gathering amongst yourselves, having reconnected with this guard drake, you felt the room grow cold. And as it did, you noticed that shadows began to swirl from the floors and move over towards the large skeletal form of a dragon that had actually been inside of the room on the level that you are at. And you heard a phrase in Giant, a language which only Gwen could hear, that said, "This will make a fitting grave for you, false chieftain. I claim your shadow for the god of the great in-between." And that is where we are going to pick up tonight. So as these shadows course up these skeletal draconic claws, you watch its form begin to fill out, and standing in front of you is this creature made entirely of shadows. I'd like for everybody to roll initiative.
All right,
I got it.
Starting off strong.
I also am starting off strong.
24.
Oh wow, that's an actual starting off strong. I didn't know.
21.
Haha.
It's a natural 20.
It's a natural 20 for me too.
Damn.
18.
4.
Sounds good. It's all right. Kendek got a 10, and Strum got a 2.
Oh, puppy.
All right, so this creature is now formed in front of you, but Arjhan, you are going to be going first this day. So, what would you like to do?
What do I know about this creature in front of me? What can I tell about it?
So, based on this creature, make a nature or a religion check.
4.
Okay, so with a 4, it looks draconic in nature, which is good. It has these pale opalescent eyes that just stare down back at you, and you're fairly certain that this dragon in front of you was not a black dragon, for it does not have pointy side horns, and it was not a blue dragon, because it doesn't have a single horn protruding from its head. But there are still 3 other possible choices of what skeletal structure this creature was previously, and you are unsure as to which one that it actually is.
Okay. I would like to use my action to take Black Dragon aspect.
Okay.
And I would like to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. And that's my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. So, next up.
I would also like to get up and back.
Okay. So in the room that you are in on this second floor, you can either go up onto the stairs that led out onto the surrounding ledgeways that wrapped up to the surface of the tower, or you can just be in the air hovering with no ground beneath you.
It's a 60-foot high room, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, I just want to be flying up.
Okay, sounds good. So you are up in the air, you have taken on this black dragon aspect, and you have successfully hunter's marked this big, beefy boy. Next up, Cori.
I'm going to use my action to cast Aura of Vitality. I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my animated shield. And then I'm going to use my move action to run all up ons and get in this thing's face.
Okay. Sounds good. So you have now gotten up into this thing's face. They are going to be using a legendary action to make a tail attack against you.
That's fine.
So that is a 19 to hit.
Does not,
Okay.
because I got my shield. Ha ha!
Excellent.
It whips around and bashes it out of the way.
All right, sounds good. So that was Cori's turn. Next up is Gwen's turn. And Gwen, you recognize this Goliath voice. This is the voice of Chorin the Shadowcaller, a figure whom had previously raised a little bit of a rebellion against you when you had, become tribal leader.
Yeah. I can't see him, right? I can just see this creature in front of me.
That is correct. You just see the shadow dragon standing before you.
Gwen would like to tiny rage, please.
Okay.
Rawr! And then she's gonna go attack this thing twice. Right? Yes, because I had two attack actions.
Mm-hmm.
I remember how to play my characters. 27
27 will hit. Roll for damage.
and a 24.
Yep, that will also hit.
All right. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's better. All right, hold on. Hold on.
Are you remembering to re-roll 1s and 2s?
I am.
She
thank
did
you.
just now.
Cool.
I did.
Can
No,
confirm.
I don't know how to work this thing. +7.
14.
Yes.
No, 16 because you're raging.
Yes. 16 plus 16.
32.
32.
Okay. So with each swing of the runt axe on this shadow creature, you're finding that your blade isn't doing as much as you thought that it would.
Even though it's magical?
That is correct.
Gwen would like to rage further.
Okay. Sounds good. I didn't know if that was going to turn into an action surge or what, but we're here
sorry.
now. Okay, you're just going into a double rage, as Phoenix Vix is declared in chat. So then, Gwen, at the end of your turn, as you are now also on this creature, it is going to use 2 legendary actions to make a wing attack as you and Cori are both directly on top of it. I need you both to make a dexterity save.
+4. I got an 11.
15.
+4
Okay.
from Cori.
Plus 3 from Cori.
All right,
17.
so you are both going to be taking 11 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. Cori, make a constitution save for your aura of vitality, right? Is that a con?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, did 18 not make the save?
That is correct.
But okay. I got a
Good luck.
25 on my concentration.
Okay, yeah.
Good.
You maintain it. You watch as this shadowed creature rises up into the rooftop area of the room that you are currently inhabiting. And it
By the way,
seems like it almost melds with the shadow.
Weird. LB, I had a ability score increase, so it is +4 now.
Does 19 make it?
A 19 does not. So that is it for its turn. Next up is Kendek. And Kendek looks at his greatsword at his side, looks up at where this shadow dragon is currently hanging out, and he is going to pull out a javelin and just throw it as hard as he possibly can towards this dragon. That is an 18 to hit, and it does not meet. And this javelin just seems to clink across the top of this roofed area, and then comes plummeting back down, and Kendek just readies his greatsword. He is fairly certain that this creature will arrive once again. Next up, it is the Shadow Dragon's turn. And the Shadow Dragon is going to use its breath weapon towards the ground now that it is up at an angle. So everyone except Arjhan, who is no longer on the ground but is instead flying, I need you all to make a dexterity save.
24 on my dex.
5.
12.
Okay, so Caelum fails. Gwen fails. Kendek gets in that one and definitely fails. And then Strum also fails. So everyone but Cori is going to be taking the full amount of this damage. I need the dice roller. You are going to be taking 53 points of necrotic damage.
Ah, get fucked. I have resistance.
Yeah, I don't.
Not yet.
I need it.
Nope. Okay. So, it has now used its fire breath weapon, and as a bonus action, it is going to use hide.
I'm sorry, what?
It can hide.
I don't like
Okay, so what is everyone's passive perception?
16.
14.
Also 16.
14.
Okay,
Tell me what I know.
so Gwen and Cori, you watch as this dragon seems to almost disappear into the shadows above you. Arjhan and Caelum, the both of you can still identify where this creature is. And it is going to stay up there. So then next up, Caelum.
How big is this creature?
It is a huge-sized creature.
That could work. How big is the... Sorry, I'm just reading a spell. Would it fit within a 20-foot diameter circle? Yeah, right? Because it's huge.
Yeah.
Cool. Caelum takes the shadow stuff and slams his forearms together and casts Wall of Force in a sphere around it.
Okay. And what does that do?
An invisible wall of force springs into existence at a point you choose within range. The wall appears in any orientation you choose as a horizontal or vertical barrier or at an angle. It can be free-floating or resting on a solid surface, and you can form it into a hemispherical dome or a sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet, or you can shape a flat surface made of 10 foot, blah, 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 blah. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by dispel magic. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly. The wall also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel through the wall. So it's you stay in the hamster ball.
And get bludgeoned by it.
No, there's no
Okay.
bludgeoning.
Just kidding.
So, looking at the ruling on it, a creature that controls a 15 by 15 foot square wouldn't be much bigger than 10 feet from the center, if at all. Technically, height value is left vague. Yeah, so it should be fine. So it's trapped within this sphere.
Oh, the spell lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. So it is trapped within this sphere.
Caelum will tilt his head to the side. So should we plan this out, or...
What'd you do?
And you just see it begin dragging a claw along the side of this wall of force, and as it does, it just creates this almost ripple-like effect as it touches against the thing keeping it from you.
I have a question. How far does the wall of force extend up?
It's 10 feet all around as a radius.
It's a sphere.
It's a sphere?
Mhm.
Okay.
If I catch anyone on the wall of force side, I can shunt them to either side. So Cori, Gwen, and whoever else was up to it gets shunted to the other side.
It had flown up into the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just like trapped in a bubble on the roof.
So, like, I mean, we're trying to kill it, right?
We're
Hey!
gonna lay on hands herself for 60.
Hey,
Well-
asshole! She says in giant.
The creature doesn't seem to respond to you, but as it is trapped in this dome-like bubble against the ceiling, it turns onto its back and just begins kicking against the ceiling. And as it does, you hear a rumbling sound. It was high. It was like resting upside down against the roof.
My aura
Yeah,
of
but-
vitality only lasts for a minute.
I mean, it's still not going to be able to escape the hamster ball. It's just going to crumble the wall
Oh.
inside of it.
Would that transfer, though, if the wall of force couldn't be damaged?
The wall of force can't be damaged, but the ceiling still can.
Yeah, I put it in a sphere, so enclosed.
That's what I was saying, is that it was close
Yeah.
enough to the roof
This roof.
that
Okay.
it would have been a dome, not an entirely encompassed sphere, unless the sphere would extend through the through the roofing.
Yeah.
So,
Because it also extends past the ethereal
yeah,
plane.
so that's what I'm saying, is that where it
That part
was,
of the-
there would
Oh,
be
it
a
cuts
chunk
in.
of-
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So, like, I mean, her rage drops. What are we gonna do now? Can you just, like, keep it in there forever?
10 minutes.
Okay. Kendek, you may want to get Stern out of here.
And Kendek nods and motions not just for Strum, but also for Cybra. And he just begins walking very quickly.
Cori, I have an owie.
She's just going to like pop her aura of vitality on Gwen for like the next minute. Just
So, funny thing,
uh-huh.
it is attacking the ceiling atop you, correct?
Ooh.
We should be running.
There is dust and debris and a variety of things that are coming from the roofing with it.
Oh. So we should be moving? You're saying things are falling on us?
Probably. They're looking like they're about to fall on ye.
There are vats of unborn dragonborn up there.
Ah,
we should probably
gross. I
run from.
forgot about that. Let's get the fuck out of here. When
We're
we'll
gonna-
move.
we're gonna-
Make
We're
sure
we're,
everyone's
we're
moving out.
moving.
Okay. And as you do, you hear crumbling sounds coming from the ceiling above.
It's just gonna get covered in this
I
goo.
would like for everybody to make dexterity checks. Or dexterity
Checks.
saves as they are running, as you are leaving said building. Or at least getting out of this room.
15.
28.
8.
Okay.
Bless you, child.
Oh, 7.
Well,
Okay.
I thought I was getting a house out of this.
So, Cori
We just want 4 keeps.
and Caelum, you both fail and are going to be taking the full amount of 7 points of bludgeoning damage as debris rains from above.
I make the con save to maintain.
Oh shit.
Gwen,
What?
take 53 hit points.
I will do that. 53 minus 4? 3?
2,
3.
1. So, you guys are escaping, or at least going down to the bottom rung floor. You know that the dragon is trapped in the sphere above.
23
Yeah,
hit
for like
points
now.
What?
Caleb. 23 hit points for Caelum.
What are you using?
It's aura of vitality.
Ah, cool.
So what are we gonna do? We gotta kill this thing, right?
Yes,
We just have to do it outside?
I guess. I mean, we
In-
bought some time, but like, there's
Could I pop off a channel divinity on this thing?
Sure.
Sure would like to.
Channel divinity is for when you're within
Or not,
60 feet.
Sorry, God, you put this in my
Yeah!
Oh.
Divine sense.
Divine sense.
Yeah. So you have to be within 60 feet of said creature in order to divine sense it.
All right, could I do it before leaving though?
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to.
Sorry, I was rolling dice.
It does not come off as Fey Fiend, Celestial, or Undead.
Huh. What is that thing? It's not Fey, Fiend, Celestial, Undead. Is
Well,
it
if we
Moon
take care of
dragon?
it. No, true.
Was it made? Like not undead made, but like made? Like magic?
We can postulate all we want.
we
We have to
saw
get
it
ready.
be created.
Oh, I'm ready. Wait, you saw it be created?
We all did. It was
Yeah.
a pile of bones, and then
Theater
your
injected shadow.
dude made it flesh.
All right, he's not my dude, okay? He is a dude that just happens to be against me, okay?
Is he a dude that you're going to kill?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Then he's your
Gwen
dude to kill.
pulls out the Sun Forger.
Caelum's gonna scoot back a ways from the group so he can not be in breath attack.
Ranged.
Yeah, we'll arrange ourselves so we're scattered enough so that it's not a one hit and go thing.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
As you are getting back into position and looking up at the wall of force, there is just darkness within the sphere. There doesn't actually seem to be a creature there.
Unsettling.
Caelum, let me know whenever you're ready to drop it.
On your mark.
I'll retake Aspect of the Dragon.
Okay.
Do you want to rage?
Now. Yes.
Okay.
As soon as he drops it, I'm gonna throw the Sun Forger. Which I actually have to look.
Okay. Sounds good.
Drop.
Make your attack.
Okay. Can you roll me 66?
1 sec, I gotta ban a dude.
Okay.
Oh, GB, thank you.
You're the best.
Sorry.
Get smout, motherfucker. 66?
Yes, please. That works.
Garbage. Come on.
Did I reroll ones and twos? No, none of these. Oh wait, 20 damage on the Sun Forger burst.
Okay. So.
Fire damage. Oh, it needs to make a save. Sorry.
Yes.
Dex save, please.
Okay. It got a. Let me see here. It got a modified 20.
All right, take that.
Okay. And as what normally happens when you throw it at the roof of a building,
Who
once
else
again
but
the
Gwen?
ceiling begins to collapse as another hole is
Ugh.
blasted in the roof.
It's
Sorry,
free
I
real
forget
estate.
about these things. It's free real estate.
It was free real estate.
Okay, so that happened. Where in the initiative order is this happening? Let's say that it was a new,
Are we all readying actions on Caelum's turn?
I believe
Yes.
so. So Gwen threw it as a readied action. Cyber, you have this thing Hunter's marked.
I
How long does Hunter's
don't
mark
know
last?
if I do.
'Cause doesn't it last for like...
Up to an hour. Okay.
So
Cool.
you know that it's still in the sphere even if you can't see it.
Okay.
And then
Wait, I
sphere
waited
is
until
dropped.
he dropped the sphere. Oh,
Yes,
okay,
it-
good.
it-
It just seems like it has an affinity for hiding in dim lighting.
Okay. Could. So, my readied action to release on Caelum's turn was to take Dragon Aspect.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good. And then Cori, did you have a readied action when Caelum dropped the thing on his turn?
As soon as she lays eyes on it, she'd like to Hunter's Mark it.
Okay.
not how far is it away?
It's 60 feet away as it is on the ceiling of this room. So realistically, you could hit it within 50 because it is a huge-sized creature. All right, so Cori, you'd be able to see it with the explosion of the Sun Forger.
Cool. I think that as soon as like there's an explosion and so like like everybody's like all of a sudden lit up for a split second and casts long shadows behind them and Cori's just going to like snap point at her shadow and then point up at the dragon, and it will detach from her feet and go and just kind of slide up the tower and glom onto it.
Okay, sounds good. So that was the end of Caelum's turn. Next up is Arjhan.
The spheres dropped. The dragon is still there, right?
Yes.
Does a 13 hit? No.
A 13 does not.
What about an 18?
An 18 does not hit.
But a 30 will.
Yes. For sure that one will.
Resistances to magical piercing or acid.
Magical piercing, yes. And acid, yes.
Okay. Total 15, so halved to 7.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up, Cori.
It's still up in the air, right?
Yes. It is now it is now like floating silent, like beating its shadowed wings silently while maintaining its form next to this hole in the ceiling that has just been blasted from the Sunforger.
I see. How high up in the air is it?
You could hit it within 45 if you can.
It's 45 feet up in the air.
Yes, because it is a huge sized creature, so it just takes up space.
What is the range on javelins?
8,100, I think.
Oh, hell yes. I'm going to throw the javelin of returning at it.
That there harpoon.
There, harpoon. Proficient in those, but I don't have that. 15?
15 does not hit.
How quickly does it return to my hand?
It's a bonus action to summon it back.
I see. Okay. I guess I'll use my bonus action to summon it back into my hand. She'll just curse.
Okay.
Never hit with these things. I don't know why I even bother.
Okay, next up is Gwen.
I'm gonna hit him again.
So
Wait, he's up in the air.
yes.
I don't have my gauntlets. I can't do that thing. Cool. I'm gonna. Should I wait? I'm gonna wait. I would like to tiny rage and hold my action for him to come in, and then I'm gonna attack him with my axe.
Okay.
Solid.
Sounds good. It is now the dragon's turn. And they are going to, once again, breathe down a just blast of this deep shadowed magics onto your group. And there doesn't seem to be a roar so much as it is the grinding of old bones that make up its inner structure.
So we specifically did split up, right?
Yes. So it's a 60-foot cone from where it can breathe down on. So it is focusing on Gwen. You were protecting Caelum, right? Where was Gwen?
I think we all split up.
Okay. So it will be able to hit 2 of you with this breath. So let's do
Oh boy.
first D4,
Oh
which
boy.
is going to be Gwen, and then D6 to see who it is sharing. That would be Gwen and Arjhan. Make dex saves.
But we're not within Cori's aura then.
Yes.
Right, okay. Dirty 20.
21.
Wait, hold on. Dirty 20.
So a dirty 20 does not make it. A
21.
21 just makes it.
Wow! Wow! Hokey dokey!
That is going to be for 60 points of necrotic damage on a fail, or half as much on a success. And then it is going to fly directly down towards you, Gwen.
It's still hunter's marked.
Yes.
Do I get to attack it? I don't know where my health is.
I rolled a 16.
Woo! It is going to fly down. You will be able to make an attack against it, Gwen. And you hear, coming from this creature in Giant, it says, "For the glory of the Congarika Null, you will return to nothing."
Why you gotta tell me these things when I didn't bring my notebook?
You can make a history check if you'd like, real quick.
Sure. I rolled a natural 1, by the way, but that doesn't count because I'm lucky. But I did roll a 3. I think -1 for history.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you don't know. You've heard that word before, maybe. You know what?
Yeah.
Now's not the time for thinking. Now's the time for smashing. Make your
Yeah.
attack.
Is it over here?
I don't know where the HP is
Where's
on D&D
my
Beyond.
HP? All right. There's a way to get to it at some point. Oh boy. A 19 doesn't hit, right?
A 19 just hits.
Ooh, okay. Sorry, I keep hitting your thing. That one doesn't hit.
Fine.
Two and a 1 and 11. Okay. Plus 9. 20 points of damage.
Okay. So 20 points of damage still is not enough to deal, or at least you're feeling like your attacks still aren't doing as much.
Okay.
And as this creature seems to smile at you, you at least remember, or Caelum, you remember, or no, Caelum wouldn't in this situation. Gwen, you would have a better look after having ridden a creature such as this at one point. This looks like a shadow form of a red dragon.
It's a red dragon! I don't know what that means, but it's red!
Or at least it was at one point before it became this shadowed creature. Next up, that was it for its turn. Caelum.
Let's have a go at it. Wait. Do I have that? Do I not? I do not. Okay. Bucket. All in on this bitch. Let's do a guiding bolt at 6th level. +7. 22.
22 hits.
It takes 31 lightning damage.
It doesn't look like it actually deals as much.
But
But you would
hey,
think.
people have advantage on it on their next attack.
Yup. But, yeah, now it's kind of glowing a little bit. What a great time this creature is.
Could I make an Arcana check on it?
Yeah.
Actually, no, Identify would probably tell me if it had any magical conditions on it. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind then.
It is going to use a legendary action to make a tail attack against Gwen.
Bastard.
Gwen does a 18 hit you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. You are going to be taking 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Solid.
All right, so that was end of Caelum's turn. Arjhan.
I'm gonna make some attacks.
Do it.
Does a 30 hit?
A 30 does hit.
What about a 24?
A 24 also hits.
What about a 19?
A 19 just hits.
Okay. Plus 15, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 of those. Oh god. Oh god. I rolled a whole bunch of dice on D&D Beyond, and some of them are like catacornered. Okay. 61 points of damage total. So half to 30.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew. Action surge.
Hell yeah.
Lady, what you doing? 13's gonna miss.
That's a miss.
29's gonna hit. 18 is gonna miss.
That is correct.
Uh, 16 points, half to 8.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Sounds good. End of your turn. It is going to use another legendary action to tail strike against Gwen.
You stop that.
That is a 28 to hit
No.
for 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah.
Aren't you not raging?
No, I'm raging.
Oh, okay.
I raged and then held my action.
Okay.
I'm not looking great, guys.
Next up, Cori.
How high in the air is it again?
It has landed to
Oh,
aggress
it's
upon.
landed.
Yes, it has landed to
Okay,
aggress
that's-
upon Gwen.
That's super good. God. Okay. Cori's going to actually channel divinity this time. And he's gonna make that saving throw though. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna channel divinity and do the vow of enmity thing. So now I have advantage on attack rolls against it for a minute. I am going to run up to it and I'm going to do some slashies.
As you are running up to do slashies upon it, you hear a voice that you have come to recognize as Shar's. And she says, "You have a gift with you. Could be very useful. The bronze one gave it to you."
Oh my god. Trying to remember what he gave me.
A whistle.
Where's the orb of Arjhan
shit!
ganking?
It was a gem that Rathsk had said to crush in a time of need.
Oh my god, you're right. I do have
There you
that,
go.
don't I? Oh my god. Well, the first attack is gonna miss. And I think that she staggers remembering that. Can I interact, take it out, and smash it?
You could, as a bonus action.
I already used my
Oh,
bonus
yeah.
action.
Then you'd be able to interact with it. That's fine.
Okay.
And as you do, there is this cracking sound as this gem turns to powder, but the powder seems to stay in the air for a brief moment and then begins to glow with a orangish energy and extends outward, and you have a Dragon Slayer longsword for the next hour.
What the fuck? Are you gonna allow me to use my second attack?
Yes, you can.
Whoa! 26 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
What does having a Dragon Slayer longsword do for
It
me?
functions as a +1 weapon, and when you are attacking a dragon, you get to add 3d8 onto your damage roll.
I'm sorry, 3d8?
Yes.
Ah! Holy shit. Okay. I suppose I can do that.
I'm offended.
Holy butts. I'm gonna put a second level smite on this. Oh my god, I have so many things to keep track of now. Okay. And I also Hunter's marked him. Okay. It's gonna be 5, 11,
And did you go crit fishing, by the way? Because you put the Vow of Enmity on him, so you have advantage on your attacks.
I did go crit fishing, thank you. Okay, 11, 17 slashing damage. The Dragon Slayer damage is 8. And then my smite damage is going to be 15, 19 radiant.
Okay. So total all of those up for me.
Fuck.
Lady's also offended.
Does it not matter what kind it is?
It does not.
Hey, 6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6. 43 damage total.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh my god. Alright, I'll have this streamlined by my next turn.
That's okay. And looking at the weapon, it is 3d6, not 3d8, but you got 8, which is like the average of 3d6 anyways. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But yes, so you have that for the next hour.
Holy shit.
All right, so Gwen. Cori has just summoned a glowing orange blade to her side. We cannot hear you. Nope. Thanks, Zoom. Oh, Christ. Why did you do this? Well.
And now everything is ruined.
I have all the power. With this new layout, I take up twice the screen real estate.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
All right. Well, while we figure this out, let us go to our break. We are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Light at the end of the slumber, life at the close of the sleep, facing the world with a hunger, clambering out of the deep. Blank slate, a trip to begin, look to tomorrow, clean plate, a fresh little wind, a road to follow into the wild, into the vast, into the beauty, emerging at last, into the wild, into the fray, up and away. Gliding over the past. And the rain and the thunder, prized for the world is my shrine. So many places I've wandered, so many I've yet to find. Strong hearts will master the means, firm blades and engines. Small parts I've seen in the dreams, tall towers ascending into the wild, into the vast, into the beauty emerging at last, into the wild, into the fray, up and away, gliding over the past. Strange voices lead me forward, keep guiding me into the wild. I'll take a stand, kin of the river, souls are the sands, wings on the wind, stone on the skin, together we band. Into the wild, into the vast, into the beauty emerging at last, into the wild, into the fray, up and away, gliding over the past.
everybody.
Hey,
We're back.
Hassan,
Hello, Rin Rin.
do you like my hat? Eat the duck.
I'm dead. I'm not here.
What?
Rin Rin, there's a Dairy Queen, Rin Rin.
Y'all are too fucking cute.
You can hear the voices too.
So, it is the end of Cori's turn. You have just pulled out this big O sword. So Shadow Dragon is going to use its final legendary action for the round to make a wing attack. As now Cori, you and Gwen are both up. Or no, it can't because wing attack is 2, so it's going to use a tail attack. Correct. And it is going to use that towards... Well, Cori, you just fucking hit it with an explosion, so it's going to try and batter you for a hot second. It will have disadvantage, though, because Gwen has struck it while raging. So, wow, you're lucky at that disadvantage. Could have gotten a natural 20, but instead, it got a 27 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
Okay. So, that is going to be for a total of... 10 points.
-7.
I take no damage. I reduce it by 3 already because of my feet.
Okay. So you just hold fast as this dragon tries to strike at you with its tail. And I imagine, like, the shield starts moving backwards a little bit, and then there's just, like, that staunch, like, foot in the ground position. Some ancestral spirits kind of, like, help keep you lofted, like you feel reassuring hands, like Goliath-sized hands, like, no, stay up. It's fine.
Fucking rad.
And that is all of that thing's action. So, Gwen, it is your turn.
Now it's my turn. Now I can attack it.
Yes.
I would like to recklessly attack it, please.
Oh, boy.
Thank you. It's already hitting me. What was that, Connor?
It's like your tiny rage.
21. 22 to hit on the first one.
22 hits.
Ooh. Do I have that yet? I don't think I have that yet. That's a 30. And then I'm gonna action surge.
Wait, aren't you a champion?
No. That's 18. No. Yes.
18 does not hit.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
11 plus 9 is a dirty 20.
That is correct.
I can do math.
That one will hit.
And that's way over.
Okay. So all your
So
attacks
I have
hit?
4 hits. Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Holy shit.
Remember to add +2 because
I know. So 18 times 2.
16. Oh, 18 times 2. Sorry.
Add the 2, RJ! So, 18 times 2, 36.
36.
36 plus 33.
So for 69, bwomp, bwomp,
Nice.
bwomp. Nice. And then it takes half. So 34 total.
Now I know how you feel when you're hitting me.
Yep.
I hate you so much.
Alrighty, so it
Not
is
you,
now the dragon's turn. And Gwen, it seems to have a very... It has a bone to pick with you. So it is going to use its Frightful Presence ability. So I need everybody to make a wisdom save.
Can I not be afraid? Is that a thing?
Aren't you?
I
Wait.
have
half-blind?
advantage.
I'm immune to being frightened.
Nice.
And so
I
is
have
everybody within 10 feet of me.
So Gwen is also immune to being frightened.
Hell yeah! I had advantage anyways. Oh, nice!
24.
Okay. So Arjhan, you are scared now that you realize that this is, or at least was, a red dragon. You've heard about the unbridled strength of a red dragon, and seeing this creature just kind of fling its tail around lackadaisically and destroy a significant amount of the room, well, it means something when you know what it is. And then it is going to make a series of attacks towards Gwen because somebody gave him advantage. So Gwen, the first of its attacks is a bite. That is going to be a 32 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, you are going to be taking 26 points of piercing damage and 2 points of necrotic damage.
Solid.
Then it is going to make a claw attack at you. And that is a 30 to hit for 15 points of slashing damage. And then it is going to make its third and final attack towards you. And that is a 30 for 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'm still up. Whoa.
And
I'm looking real bad, but I'm still up.
Gwen, you hear in Giant again, and the rest of you can keep hearing it speak in Giant, but there is a significant lack of understanding. But Gwen, you hear this creature say, "With the hermit's power, the gates to the kingdom will open, and I will welcome them." As
Alright,
it
dude, whatever gets you off.
strikes out against ye. So, Caelum.
Caelum is going to bonus action Blessing of the Raven Queen over to Gwen. Overcharge a Cure Wounds at 7th level.
Oh my god. We're gonna get cone attacked.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
She heals 30 HP.
Awesome. Roll a d8 for me.
Why?
Because he overcharged.
Why?
3.
Caelum, you are now 3 years older. That's it.
Cool.
Yep.
The complication. The complication for Caelum. Caelum's complication.
The
You got a
complications
complicated casting.
chosen.
All right. So, Caelum, you overcharged that. It is now... It would be Arjhan's turn, but this creature is going to use its wing attack for 2 legendary actions. So, I need Cori, Gwen, and Caelum to each make a dexterity save.
Ones.
Me?
Yeah, dex saves. He's
Dex
gonna
save?
breathe.
No, this is a wingy.
That's a wingy?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
wingy
wingy
attack. He
attack.
can't use a breath weapon as a legendary action. That would be broken.
Every turn, 60 damage. Have fun.
I don't think a 15 makes it.
A 15 does not
Um,
make it.
Oh, right. It's like
Within
over
10
20,
feet of
right?
me, remember, you have a
Yeah.
+4.
It's
I
a
did not make
21.
it.
It is not a 21 for the
22,
wingies.
right?
Yeah. I got a 22.
Okay, 22 is
not.
exactly what you needed.
Wow.
So,
Wowzo.
everyone who failed is going to take a total of 15 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. It's a save or make, so Caelum, you take nothing.
Gwen gets
Oh.
knocked on her ass again. Fucking!
And
Damn
it
it!
once again rises up into the space above you. Arjhan. You feeling pretty scared about this guy.
I am. D&D Beyond has a really nice thing where you can right-click an attack to roll at disadvantage, so you can waste your natural 20s so easily.
Wait, can you roll with advantage now?
Yeah, if you
Right click on it.
You right click on it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Mm.
They all miss.
Amazing.
Okay. Sounds good. So, then at the end of Arjhan's turn, it is, let me see, the tail. It is good. So, Cori. This creature is once again flown up into the sky.
How high?
At this point, it is about 40 feet above you.
Don't like that. Don't like that one bit.
Now, I say this as obviously a voice of reason, but one could argue that you could climb up the stairs and then face step over onto the back of this dragon, should you so choose.
I was trying to... Thank you, Shah. Wow, you have really great ideas. I was... I don't say that out loud, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I was trying to formulate something along those lines. I'm gonna do that! I'm gonna run up the stairs and then face step. But I'm gonna drop to a raven form as I do so.
Excellent.
And eat up 9 hit points if I can.
You do.
Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. I mean, like, is he immune to necrotic damage?
He has resistance.
Okay. So would I only do
Yes, 4.
4? Okay. But then I would only get 4 temporary hit points. Okie dokie then. And so I'm gonna face step on top of him and then just like poof. A 23 to hit.
23 hits.
I'm going to use a 3rd level smite. I'm just grabbing all of my dice. That occurs, and then I can just hit this button. It's gonna be, god damn it. It's gonna be 22 slashing damage, and then 7, 15, 21, 26 radiant damage.
Okay, so it's 21 and 26?
I said 22 slashing, 26 radiant.
Okay, got it.
And then I have a second attack. Oh, yes. A 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
This time I'll just do a 2nd level smite. It's going to be 23 slashing and 10, 17, 25 radiant.
Okay.
And that's all I can do. She runs up those stairs, face steps, appears in raven form, and then just like boom, lays the sword down into its back and then like cracks it outwards.
Okay, sounds good. So it looks like the shadows are actually having a much more difficult time keeping themselves together wrapped around these bones as you are all just pummeling the ever-loving shit out of this thing. So it is going to use its last legendary action to batter you, Cori, with its tail. That is a 19 on the die, so a 33 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then a tail attack for dos D8. Oh, I lost them for a hot second. There we go. For 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okie doke.
Next up,
Oh, I can't.
Gwen.
Me? Really?
Yes.
Okay. It's up in the air,
Yes.
or did it fly down?
It had lifted itself up into the air, and then you see Cori run up the stairwell, bamf over to it, and just start stabbing it.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action. How far away is it?
45 feet up.
45 feet up. Hold. No, I can't do that. Actually, I can't do that as never mind. I am going to hold my action. I'm going to use my bonus action to call upon my dear new best. No, that's mean. I can't say that. Not Grayskull.
Okay. Salamarn.
Salamar. I didn't bring my notes. I wrote it down.
The roaring
Salamar.
wave.
Yeah, I'm gonna make her about 15 feet away from me, and I'm gonna hold my action for the gentleman to come down, and then I'm gonna hit him with my axe.
Okay.
Twice.
So,
I'm gonna say, "Get down here, you piece of shit!"
So it looks like this creature has a new most hated enemy, as a specific Eladrin has bamfed onto its back and started stabbing it in a way that makes it hurt inside.
But
So,
I called him a piece of shit.
you did. But he still has priorities. Even pieces of shit still got to do some things sometimes. So they are going to make a set of attacks towards ye, Coriander. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, what you're looking for is a 20.
Okay, so all of their attacks are going to make it towards you.
Uh-oh.
So,
I'm in danger.
Cori, it is going to rear back and bite you for 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then 8 points of necrotic.
Okay.
And then with its claw, it is going to deal 20 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And with a second claw, it is going to deal 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is it for its turn,
Good chunk of my health there.
as it is just flying upwards towards that large hole in the ceiling. Does not get its breath weapon back. What a sad
Good.
day.
Good.
So, next up in the initiative order, Caelum.
I still see this motherfucker.
You do. Cori is on its back and stabbing it quite repeatedly.
This is the ice dragon all over again.
And it looks like it's gunning for that hole in the ceiling.
Cori, you've got to let go! And the hood blows back. I think whoever's next to Caelum will see that his skin has gone gaunt and grayer than normal. I'm going to cast a guiding bolt at 5th level. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
Do it.
Please hit. Nope. 14.
Okay. So it sails past Cori. This creature, you are on top of its back. It is going to use a wing attack. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh boy.
I'm going to roll attack.
Natural 1.
Okay, so Cori, you are going to be knocked prone. You're some 40 feet up into the air, so you are just going to fall on top of taking this here bludgeoning damage. And you are going to be taking 16 points of bludgeoning from the wing beats themselves. And then that is 10 points of bludgeoning as you fall.
I am down.
Okay. And then that was it for the end of Caelum's turn. Next up is Arjhan.
Did I fall off the dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
That is where
the
the
10
falling damage came from.
Gotcha.
Did she
Okay.
fall within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2d6 off that. Hopefully it does something. 6.
So Cori,
Okay. I'm not down.
Yay!
You will be.
Grayskull just.
Hey there, Buttercup.
Oh god.
Do I have a chance to save from being scaled?
from being scaled. Let me check. It's at the end of each of your turns. So
Okay.
you should have done
Can
it for
I-
last time. Yeah.
Naturally.
You ain't scared of no ghost.
21.
21 hits.
26.
Also hits.
18.
18 misses.
Okay. So 10. Okay. Uh, 37 half to 18.
Arjhan. What does it look like when you slay this large shadow dragon as it attempts to escape through the hole in the ceiling of your tower?
So Arjhan was like kind of freaking out because like, hey, this is like the big powerful like tank with wings that like his goddess is all about, that he's been trying to compare himself to this entire character arc, and he's like freaking out. But no, this is my domain, and I'll be damned if I ever let myself feel like prey to one of my kind. And he takes a shot.
And as your bolt sinks into this creature, it was in the process of scrambling up into this hole, but you see it actually falters, and the shadows begin to unwreathe from these bones, and it just begins to fall backwards. And as it does, it lands on the floor of the, floor that you guys are on, creating a dent in the ground from the sheer size and weight, and you can all feel the ground buckle underneath you. These were shadows, but that was solid. Was solid. And these shadows begin to unfurl from these bones, and this large draconic head is looking towards you, Gwen. And the last thing that you hear in Giant says,
"All it takes is one scout to secure footing, like water through a dam."
And it fades, and in this crater is the bones of a mostly sized dragon. It looks like it was larger than Rasa, so you're guessing that this was an adult-sized dragon.
Holy shit.
And combat is over. You have succeeded.
What did he mean by that?
Gwen, you are
If
the
the
only
scout-
one who knew.
Oh, sorry. I forgot you guys. I thought you were learning Giant.
No, that's totally different.
Alright. He said it only takes one scout to get through to see the kinks like water.
No. I will say it again, which was,
Thank you.
all it takes is one scout to secure footing. Water through the barricade.
I was close.
I get it. He just means that all it takes is one.
No, if you can't take my... But you need like a lot of troops to get through. And what is he scouting?
You.
Me? I mean, I kind of proved that I can like hold my shit. Is that what he was?
Who's to say this is the only thing that he's going to send against you?
Are we gonna camp here?
I don't think it's safe to do that.
I mean, fair, but like, I feel like I should talk to Chua.
That's probably a good idea. Has Grayskull disappeared?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grayskull was there just to catch you, and then just like righted you up, and then like pat on the back, fade away.
Okay.
Caelum will cross his arms and just frown as he throws his hood back on. I don't think anywhere is safe.
No, I mean like safe as in this place may collapse because
Yeah, no, I mean,
Fuck All Dragon did a lot of structural damage to it. As in,
Yeah.
we should not camp within here.
no, yeah. I'm also saying that he might have a piece of Cori that he could use to scry on us at any time, so...
Right.
Why?
Her arm went through with the portal.
Oh, right. I forgot that's how you lost your arm.
That's why I've always felt like I've been watched.
Also, I'm sorry, Arjhan, that I put a bigger hole in the tower.
It needed renovations anyway.
It's nothing amending can't fix.
Actually, it is something that amending can't fix.
Oh.
Piece of debris falls.
Ugh.
We have enough gold to hire some general contractors, right?
I do.
I feel like we have things we have to do, though. We have to
Right.
get the other season.
Right.
Right. I can hire somebody to do that while we're away.
Right.
And almost
Also-
on cue, you see Kendek kind of lean up from the stairs from the first level and look in towards your group. Is everything okay?
We killed it. Do you want some bones? Or is that like something I shouldn't ask because that's offensive?
We should definitely get the bones out of here. Because I am actually worried about the tower's stability.
Then I will
Yeah.
deal with the bones. Come. And Kendek like motions for you all to leave the floor that has been like caved in.
Yeah. We get out.
Okay. Go onto the first floor and then outside of the tower. And outside the tower, Cybra immediately runs up to you. She is very pleased. And it looks like Strum has just blasted another bird out of the sky and is in the process of just eating on them. It seems like that's their pastime. It's just a little bit of target practice, a little snack.
Oh, what a good kid. He's a good boy. Right? Sorry. Do we not determine if it was
We did not sex the Drake.
my bad? Kid. Kid is a good term. There's a good kid.
Just blood and feathers all over its face, looks towards you. Like growls
Thumbs
a little
up.
bit and then just goes back to eating.
So, Steven,
Yeah.
what pronouns should we be referring to the Drake
It's a
with?
he.
Okay.
Yep. It's a
Uh,
it's a boy Drake.
yay!
It's a Drake
So-
Drake.
The Drake. Let's name him Drake.
No.
Yeezy's not the right one, is it?
What?
Yeezy's not.
No.
No. Okay.
Yeezy's...
No.
We're not
No,
doing
that's
that.
the
Stop.
bad one. That's the...
He
that's the
already has
no-no.
a name.
I'm sorry.
It's Strum.
That's Kanye.
Oh, whoops, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know rap. Let's move on from this conversation. So what are we gonna do now?
Oh my goodness.
For his season.
Yeah, I'm gonna check to see which direction my Corvid skull's facing.
It is facing in the same direction as it was the direction it was pointing earlier this day when you checked it.
Oh, good, it didn't move. It's that way. I've
And
lost a lot of blood.
Kendek will just retreat back into the tower. And he is going to...
No, it's not safe.
He just like puts a hand up towards you. Just like, it will be fine. And you watch him go into the tower. And for the next hour or so, he's just going to be removing bones from that floor to reduce weight. He has a 20 strength. He's very strong.
Oh, does he?
Don't you need to talk to Sheila?
What? Yes. Okay. Are we gonna sleep like here, or are we gonna move before we?
I feel like it would be a good idea to sleep like within the protections of the tower.
All right, cool. I'm gonna sit over here, and I'm gonna talk to Jua.
Okay.
I'm also very hurt, but I'll be okay.
I can't help that.
I'm about to play on hands.
Pats
And
you
I am
casting Cure
also
Wounds
very
at
hurt.
3rd. All right, gather around, just like the good old days. Gwen gets 14.
God damn.
Cori gets 15. Arjhan, do you need any?
No. Being up in the air has its perks.
As Caelum comes towards Cori with some healing, she says, "Save some magic. We should probably contact the Baron and thank him for his gift."
I have enough to do that. So not to alarm anyone, but it's happening again.
What?
What's
Whenever I tap into the weave and kind of go over the limit, and he'll pull back a sudden, there's like a streak of gray hair.
Was that not there before?
No.
I'm sorry, I see the world by crotches, okay? I don't notice your hair.
Okay. So perhaps
Don't.
we limit you using limit breaks.
I'll only use it when I'll go back to the old rules. If it's for my survival, use it.
I feel like I remember that not working.
I was squishier back then.
We find ourselves in a lot of life-threatening situations.
It's like everything we face gets stronger with us.
What?
What?
No, I remember the DM specifically saying that that's not the case.
Oh, okay.
What gift from the Baron?
Cori draws the Dragon Slayer.
It's this glowing, like vibrant orange glowing blade.
The Baron meaning a Rask?
Yeah.
Yeah. He gave that to you? Why haven't you used it?
Get the feeling it's a one-time only sort of thing. It won't be sticking around.
It lasts for an hour.
Well, could I, if we're going to be here for a while, examine it? Maybe I can add it to my repertoire when I get better at smithing.
Absolutely. She flips it around and offers the hilt to him.
Shouldn't you show, what's his face?
Kendek?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little offensive?
No, he's...
It's a dragon-slaying sword.
No, I know, but
The
he's a
dragon slaying
blacksmith.
sword?
Is that what it is?
Oh, did Cori not say that?
She
No.
just said that she got a magical gift from Arask that proved useful in this time of need.
I'm pretty sure with an identify I would know.
Yeah, after 10 minutes you can identify it as
He's
a
a
dragon
blacksmith.
slaying sword.
Right? He was blacksmithing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Dragon Slayer or not, I don't know, is that offensive?
Don't stab him with it.
Yeah. Yeah, just why would you stab him with it?
I wouldn't.
Well, then what's the problem?
Just wanted to be sensitive about issues.
I'm the least sensitive one of us, so I guess I'm not the best judge of this.
That's not what Mug said. What? That was RJ, not...
Gross. So, good. Thank you, LB. So, after about 10 minutes or so, Caelum is able to cast Identify, and I realizes that this glowing magical weapon is indeed a dragon-slaying sword. And it takes about 20 minutes for Kendek to move all of the bones from the second floor down to the first floor. Do you ask him for help with this here sword?
I'll talk to him about it. Like, hey, Kendek, this is a sword that Cori got from Orask. It has some properties dealing with the slaying of drakes. It's shiny.
Kendek looks at it and looks at you.
Hey, here's the
Looks
thing
at
that
it
you can
again.
use to kill your dog.
Just, I don't know if I would be useful in this.
I was right.
It is fine make, but... And it's like glowing magic, just... I am more of a mundane blacksmith.
I think you're a very special blacksmith.
Not many blacksmiths you can use their claws to heat metal.
Kendek shrugs. He doesn't see... Like, he seems pretty humble about the whole thing. He's not gonna be like, I'm so good at fucking smithing!
Yeah!
Cori's gonna tap Gwen with a couple of cure wounds for 14 hit points.
I'll take you. And then when we get a second, I'm gonna contact Machua
Okay.
and just tell her what I was told.
Okay, and when you inform Chua of this, and now that you have all rested, removed dragon bones, waited for this blade to disappear, all of those sorts of things, it is nightfall. And Cori, or not Cori, Gwen, when you tell Chua of what you have heard, what you have seen, she seems perplexed by this, and then she gets you see, like, she has like a hint of irritation on her face, and she says, Jordan was always a sore loser.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
And she nods, and she says, if he is using the powers of the hermit, should we go to him?
Where do you think he is? Exactly.
And Chua will say that he is in the forest, in the like the hermitage anyway, is in the cluster of woods to the north of the pit.
That's where the Raven Queen people are, right?
Yeah, or okay, since I have this handy dandy map now.
Hey!
So there's that. There is where the hermitage would be.
Uh-huh.
The Raven Queen people are up there.
Okay.
Is that where Cori's necklace is pointing?
The hermitage is indeed where the necklace has been pointing.
Why don't I go? We have to go that way anyways. I'll go check it out and let you know.
What would you have us do in the meantime?
Keep a vigilant watch. Make sure that the scouts are maybe double the scouts that are looking around, just to keep an eye out for any rogue people, and see if you can see if there's any chat within the tribe about, uprisings and such.
And Chua nods and says, this will be done.
Thanks. I wish I could be there.
Yeah. And she says, trust in your counsel.
You're my counsel.
I meant your brother. his partner. The others.
Yeah.
You appointed
No, I
us
know.
here for a reason. I
know.
appreciate that you would describe me as your counsel, but that does the others disrespect.
No, I don't.
And she nods and huzzah!
They have been informed.
They have been informed of the dangers.
Awesome.
So, over the evening, is there anything that the rest of you would like to do?
Shooting off ascending to Rask.
And Arask, when you message him, says, "So he finally turned on you. I'm glad it could be of use."
The news of my death has been greatly exaggerated.
Caelum will send another setting to rectify. No, there was shadow sorcery used to reanimate a dead red dragon. We used your boon to slay it. Arjhan is still a good person. I don't want to say fuck you.
I have never been more glad to be more wrong. Who is strong enough to summon forth a dragon of shadow?
Oh,
They
third
must
sending of the
be
night.
stopped.
A shadow sorcerer of the name
Chorin.
Chorin. Did you update Caelum about what's going on?
He was there.
No, about what with Chua. How he's using the power of a hermitage.
Oh, no. I mean, yes, she would have said that.
Cool. We're going to investigate now. If anything comes up, we'll contact you.
Please learn sending so I don't have to do this.
And Arask says back, I will do my best to stay informed. May the tides be ever at your favor.
We really got to get all these people like little red phones.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Hey, my thing doesn't have a word limit, and I can do it whenever, so...
It's fine. I could try something. I just want there to be a scene with Arjhan flying over Rask, and he just goes, "Nice wings."
Yeah, kick him while he's down. So, Caelum has sent the sendings off to Rask. Gwen has performed her ritual. Arjhan, is there anything that you wanted to do this eve?
Yes, I would like to sit outside and meditate. And I'm clearly Arjhan has learned a lot about what went on at this tower and who was involved, and clearly has not found anybody who is still here besides Stern. So if Tiamat is taking audiences or not, I mean, he would just like try to pray to Tiamat, tell her what's going on. I'm kind of like, what now?
Okay. Make a religion check.
Six.
Okay. You feel like it has gone through the proper channels. It may take a little while for Tiamat to respond.
Hey, Neil. Is there any way that we can possibly get a construction crew hired and sent out here over the next couple of months?
Material or infernal, my liege?
Which would be best for repairing a damaged tower that was supposed to serve as a holy symbol, a gigantic holy symbol for Tiamat?
I feel as though rumor of this place would do the material servants a disservice.
So you want to go infernal?
With your grace's permission.
Is it possible to stick a little bit closer to Our Lady's domain? Like, are there Abishai who we'd be able to hire?
Oh, most certainly, your liege.
Can we do that? And also, do they take gold?
Yes, your liege. They will take gold.
Great. Send me the invoice.
You will.
That's all I got.
Okay. Yeah. Your construction crew, in eventuality, will be a group of tieflings and Abishai, who all are very interested in serving the Great Dragon Queen herself. And with Newell's help, as well as the tower's properties of remaining hidden, these Abishai will be able to kind of conduct their work without really risking a wandering individual being like, hey, there's a group of fucking dragon things out by their tower. Like, they will remain hidden for the duration of the construction.
Okay.
Success. All right, and Cori, is there anything that you would like to do this eve?
My God, so many things.
Two of your friends are... It looks like all three of your friends were just like, all right, we just beat this dragon. Hold up. I need to sit and think of people for a while.
I mean, it's basically what Cori's gonna do, too. She's gonna... Oh, you know what? I don't even have the spell slots for this. Remember a couple of days ago when Caelum asked me to ask Dad for some books?
Yeah.
Can we say that she would have sent for that a while ago?
Yeah.
When that happened? Okay. I'm not going to worry about summoning my steed until tomorrow then. Does Cori get a sending from Olivia tonight? She
does not. Because you had informed Olivia that you would message her first and that you might be gone for several days at a time.
That's true. I'm dumb. Okay. Okay then. Then Cori will I think that she'll realize that the sun is starting to set and she'll try to do it before it gets too dark. She'll send a sending to Oliviette. Survived the tower. Fought a dragon. Very exciting. How are you doing? Love you.
Love you too. That does sound exciting. Glad you are safe. Are you safe? Limbs about you? Glad you are doing well.
Okay. I can't respond.
Nope. Not till tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll remember to tell her that tomorrow. I think Cori has kind of a sigh of relief. She puts that stone away, and then she's going to go and find someplace dark to talk to Shar.
Okay. And when you are in the dark place, it's fairly easy to kind of find this. You're at a base of a lot of foothills that seem to lead up into a large series of mountains that just seem to go on for quite some time. And you're able to kind of just find this recession where not a whole lot of moonlight is shining down upon you. It is the 23rd of the month, so this would be at a 3/4 waxing moon.
Okay. She'll just kind of sit there and breathe the night air for a moment, and just wordlessly call to Shar.
And you hear the sound of gravel shifting next to you.
She doesn't open her eyes. She just says, "Thank you for today. I don't think that would have went very well without your influence."
There are dangers to be had along your travels, and I want to make sure that you survive them.
I appreciate that. Does the name Chorin mean anything to you?
Not particularly.
Well,
I've heard of his name before, yes, but what of it?
He's a user of shadow magic, and he's going to be a thorn in our side.
Then what would we do? In your eyes, what should we do?
I think that you will be receiving a new story.
I think I will like that very much.
She'll get out her raven skull, and it's pointing west, and she says, "My quest for my seasons is going to take me closer to the Raven Queen than I would prefer to be."
Then don't visit her. Take your season and go elsewhere.
Is that going to bother you?
And why do you think it would bother me, Coriander?
You don't like the Raven Queen?
That I do not. However, you speaking to her, you communicating with her, does not trouble me. Say there are two opposing forces, and they have found themselves at an armistice. They must still speak to the other cordially.
I think I will have to speak to her again before all of this is over.
And what would you say? What could you possibly tell her that would change her addled mind?
I don't think I can. I have a lot of questions, and I think only she can answer them.
I know quite a few things as well. Nixalia.
I'm sure you do. Do you know where Amaris is?
The girl is still within the shield. She's not gone anywhere.
Is she all right?
She rests for now.
Cori just kind of squints at the moon for a moment. Thank you again.
Like I've told you multiple times, I'm here to help.
Cori will take a moment to just kind of look forward, just expressionlessly, and then she'll turn to Shar and give her a smile.
And Shar will look at you, and she seems to have a very satisfied look on her face. And she will put a hand on your shoulder, and she rises, and you hear her beginning to walk away.
Okay. Cori lets her go.
Okay. And just for the sake of, sanity, does anyone ever follow Cori on these? Like, she always just, disappears and comes back.
Gwen has enough on her hands keeping Caelum in line, okay? She can't watch everyone. That's Arjhan's job.
And I figured at this point, Arjhan had dismissed himself to pray.
Yep. Sounds good.
And Cori's always wandered off on her own
It's
on bullshit
true.
adventures.
I feel like
She's always elfed off.
that was not on purpose.
My god.
Beautiful.
Go talk to Arjhan.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Arjhan, you have made this contract with Mule. Caelum, you have sent word to Arathsk. Gwen, you have sent word to Chua about this ne'er-do-well shadow talker that you have been in contact
She
with.
does pray to the Tempest, usually, but, that's just kind of a background thing.
For sure.
Because he doesn't talk back.
No, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
As long as you don't worship other gods. Or at least call on them when you should have called on him for a cheese.
He has no shit. Which is why he's the best god. Especially with this group of chuckle fucks.
All right, so evening goes. You find yourself in the late evening. At this point, Kendak has cleared out all of the bones from the second floor and seems to have had difficulty convincing Strum not to go onto the second floor where their nest is, and eventually throw up their hands. It's just all right, fuck it. Clearly I have no say in this matter.
If Kendak is doing that, so Cam will help.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't need to sleep.
He moved the skull first, seeing as how that was the biggest piece of this dragon, and then it was just a series of
Little bones.
Yeah, a series of other bones.
Before Gwen goes to sleep, she is going to ask Arjhan something.
Sure.
Hey Arjhan. Arjhan.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I take one of those bones so I can have it made into a sword hilt? Or is that not okay? Especially since we don't know who it was.
Ask Kendak.
Alright, cool, sleep well. And she moves out and over to Kendak. Hey Kendak. Would it be okay if I take one of these bones so that I can make it into a sword hilt? Or an axe hilt? Is that okay, or is that not okay?
Are you also skilled in the profession of smithing?
No, but I can pay someone who can do it.
Well, I would be able to do this thing for you.
Would you do that for me? I would love that.
And he looks over towards the pile of dragon bones and says, I have no remembrances, feelings towards this.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I was just like, this is what I want to do, because it's kind of what I really want to do, but I didn't want to be like overstepping bounds, because it's not like one of,
he puts his hand up. It will be done.
Yes.
Would it be too out of the wheelhouse to say that Caelum has been cataloging the bones? Like femur, eye.
You could be drawing out some dragony bones. There's no eyes. There's like eye socket, yes, but there's no like gooey bits on this creature.
Salad.
In case they want to reform it.
Yeah, how big is the skull?
Skull is that of a huge-sized creature, so this is sizable. Like, you could stand in its jaws with your hands fully extended up, and you would not touch the roof of the mouth. It's like when you see the shark mouths at aquariums.
You could just take a picture of it. Fine. It's fine.
Okay.
That's it.
Sounds good. And it looks like when you all sleep or meditate, what haves you, and you awaken the next day, you see that Strum has actually taken one of the leg bones of this dragon and is currently just gnawing on it. They seem like they just saw something that they could use as a chew toy, and they are just enjoying the fact that it's not actually, breaking under the strength of them jaws.
Ooh.
Strum!
That's
No!
Don't do that.
That's not good for you.
No.
Heal!
This is like cannibalism, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah, no, come back. Come here, kiddo. Come on. Come on, big boy.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to get the bone away from Strum, who is very sad about the whole thing.
We'll get you another moose, buddy.
That moose is like all gone, by the way. Like the only thing that's left are the antlers, and most of those have been like scraped against. But yes, it seems like there was a lot of nomming that has happened. Strum liked to eat. And the following day, there is a flash of this vibrant blue light that seems to occur from inside of the tower. And there is a draconic-esque figure, very similar in posture to Newell. But they have blue skin, a single horn coming from their head. They also have rimmed spectacles on, but they have a little bit more beady eyes. And they look around, kind of see around the tower. Where's the foreman? Hello?
Hello?
Not you. More scales.
No, I don't have any scales.
Arjhan, Kendek!
Oh, yeah, we're here with our friends.
Ah, you there with... Makes a motion of wings along his back.
Yes. Hi.
You told
Did-
come here to talk about a contract.
So Neil sent you, right? Hi, I'm Arjhan.
Arjhan, I'm Eamon.
Eamon? And yeah, I'll let them know. That we want the thing repaired. What purpose it once served. what purposes it should no longer be serving. Yeah.
And when you are talking about purposes that it should serve, Kendek will try and like add in a thing if possible.
And whatever he wants.
Kendek wants a forge. And that is what he shall get for this tower. But other than that, he just like very basic like military style rooms. A floor that's not sagging from the weight of a dragon that crashed onto it.
Yeah, mostly we're worried about the structural integrity of this place. And maintaining what was supposed to have been there.
And Eamon nods. This can be done. Might take some time, but it will be done.
As far as the time and the cost.
Time gets shorter the more cost you put into it.
But what was your initial idea?
She'll get it fully functional again. We'll need to pay for somebody to consecrate the grounds. 2,000 gold.
That's it. How long?
2 months.
I'll double that. Take as long as you need. Just make sure make sure this place is livable, defensible.
For 4,000 gold, it'll be a home and a fortress. That's the aim and guarantee.
Arjhan will hand over 400 platinum and do a depot.
Eamon, like, opens the bag up and kind of, like, jingles it near his ear. Nods and tucks it. And with that, you see them pull out a piece of paper and this long spiked quill. And you see them write something on it. And the parchment then just quickly incinerates. And after about 10 minutes or so, there is a continual series of flashes for a few solid minutes as these hellish workers begin to come from the hells to the material plane with supplies, with everything that they will need in order to start fixing your tower.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so tower's being fixed. Bones are being turned into weapons. Are you guys sticking around here? Are you saddling up and beginning your pathway north? What's
Yes,
the deal?
please.
Yeah, so Kendek, we have, I think this is the part where we leave you.
And Kendek pauses and says, I am better for having known you.
Oh no, don't you fucking dare.
And he like looks at you confused.
Sorry, I've had that before in a play. If you need us, you're a contractor, you're a consultant, you should be able to get in contact with, gesturing to the Abishai, my people.
And Kendek nods. and says, "I will be here awaiting your return."
And he'll do like a forearm grab thing.
Kendek meets you with it. It is very much like he brings you in for like the quick hug. That's how he's reading it. He's strong as well.
And yeah. Are you ready?
Yep.
Then we'll head off. West. West.
West. So yeah, it's gonna take
Southwest?
No, northeast.
north by northwest. So it looks like it is going to take roughly 10 days or so to get to the Hermitage from where you guys are. So
How many days?
10 in total.
Will this line up with our timeline to get to south with the
Moontier
moving
Manor.
Moontier Manor?
Moving Moon Deer Manor.
The timeline was that you wanted to be able to bamf down by what date? It was the new moon?
Well, whenever it was closest to that point.
I believe so.
I thought it was gonna work out, as
Yeah.
long as the timeline hasn't shifted too much.
It hasn't.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And you begin setting out towards their location. So there is going to be a series of days where you're traveling through kind of open plains. There's no real like road that leads from point A to point B on this, so it's going to be a lot of like forging ahead almost. So let's have a set of survival checks for this. Who would like to lead in the survivaling?
I will.
I have 6.
Oh.
I have 6 survival.
Yours is
Which
better.
means I rolled a 10.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean,
I have +4.
I also have +4.
I would say that you would get advantage on this from party members helping you.
okay.
I'm reading.
Which means I got a 10.
Amazing.
What's your blood die?
I rolled a 4 on my blood die.
Oh my god!
It's 10.
Worth.
All
Word.
aboard the struggle bus.
Okay. So, yeah. It's going to
Arjhan
take the
is
full 10
thinking
days.
about something. He is distracted.
His mind is busy.
Oh. Between reading the rest of Diedrich Goldhall, I'm going to be copying all the spells that I found.
Okay.
Nice.
Mark off your funds accordingly, wizard.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of books, I get him the books from my dad on jewelry making and such. And also I'm going to enter spring form. I already rolled for it. I'm good.
Okay. Sounds good. So it is on the 25th, so 2 days from when the Shadow Dragon event occurs. Caelum, you are meditating, correct? Because that is how you sleep currently. And you find yourself not necessarily drifting as you have felt before, but the seat that you have found yourself in seems a bit comfier than the gravel or wood that you have beneath you. And as your vision kind of rearranges and comes into focus, you find yourself in, it looks like a library. And it is full. But the tomes that are on the sides don't look like books that you are familiar with having read. These look very personalized, and each and every single one of them seems incredibly personalized. And you get the feeling that these are almost like spell books. And you are sitting at the base of a really casual inclined bowl in a large cushion, and you hear the sound of wheels. A little squeaky, but they seem to be coming closer to you. And
Caelum will.
as you are trying to figure out where this is coming from, you see a figure. They are in a wheelchair. They have a kind of very nice star pattern blanket kind of pushed over their legs. And they have half moon glasses as they look down towards you. And they say, "It took you a while, but you're here now." And they look a little younger. They have very dark black hair that seems to have several white streaks kind of pulled through it. And they look tired. "I got your message. What is it that you wanted to talk about?"
I can assume that you're Mistra?
She nods. A very knowing nod. She says, "And I can assume that you are the boy who insists on breaking the rules."
Shut up.
You realize I set everything in place for a reason, right? So accidents wouldn't happen again. It was a little bit too free and open first time around, but one horrendous world, well, almost interplanar ending accident later, and you learn a thing or two.
Well, I admit that I've gone a little gung-ho with my magics. I don't want to say it was in good intention because, well, you know the adage.
Everyone always insists that it was with the best of intentions. Do you want tea? Are you thirsty? Could I get you anything to drink?
Tea would be lovely.
And she nods and just makes a clap, and a book hops off of the shelf from near her and just zips towards her. She plucks it out of the air, sets it down onto a small reading table that she has set up on the wheelchair, and just pages it, motions with her hand, and you see a pristine porcelain teacup just arise out of the pages. And she picks it up and sets it on an invisible surface, motions with her hand again, pulls out a teapot, fills the teacup with said tea, and then you just see her push the tea kettle back into the book, close it, and then, like she's setting it onto a shelf, she just sets that onto an invisible surface as well, and you see it return back to its place on the shelves, and as it does, the teacup that she had poured for you also maneuvers through the air towards you, and then just seems to arrive in front of you.
There's the polite sip. Small clink. Right. The reason why I contacted you. I know it's a little selfish, but my group is sort of in the middle of...
Everything.
Pardon my language. Yes. I was about to say some grand shit, but... we have our plates full, and I don't know how to proceed.
What makes you think that I know the answers?
I thought maybe some of the answers might lie with you in regards to Saloon and Amaris.
What does my mother have to do with any of this?
He'll use a minor image to conjure up his shield. There is a young godling, and I think Saloon is using some of her powers to keep her safe. But as weakened as she is, I think it's not holding. I want to do something to help her.
It's so very like Mother. And what, if you could, would you do to help?
I made a promise to protect her. But all it's led up to is her protecting me. I think that's a weakness on my part. My wish to get stronger.
Mr. nods. The desire and want to help and the ability to do so are so often separate. That is not the case with you. You are capable. This is something you are able to do. And those answers are inside of yourself. Not here with me.
It's a rocky road, I guess. And I've always had somebody to hold on to, but I guess I'll have to start walking by myself. Sorry.
And she just
I am so
starts-
sorry.
She just starts kind of giggling to herself. And she says, "You don't walk by yourself. You already said you and your group. You walk with others, and they walk with you. You have similar goals, and you will meet those goals. Would you like any snacks?"
Oh, I'm fine with tea, thank you.
She nods.
There's been a resurgence of accidents whenever I use the weave. And I'm afraid that if I keep on going, keep on pushing, that I might do something I can't reverse. But I don't want to give it up.
And that is why I stepped in. I am quite familiar with accidents relating to the weave. And she makes a motion to her legs. Before you contacted me, I was shocked. I was confused. No one has dared to utter the tongue of magic for over a millennia. And then there was you. So gung-ho, as you put it, to experiment, to see what would happen. She smiles and says, "Just like the old magisters." But you You have been beside yourself. You have been blessed by both of my mothers. Or did you not think that Shar was responsible for what happened to you?
Oh. I think that's something I'm going to have to deal with later.
How very like you. When I heard you call out for help, I realized that there was a way I could fix things for you, so you aren't drawing scared fey creatures out of their natural habitat, or exploding, or turning into a younger version of yourself. You, in the form you are now, do not know of age. So that is something that you will have to deal with as a repercussion. As you access the weave, it will wear on you. You will feel age. Not now, but if it continues. Mother's blessing allowed you to live for quite a long time.
Well, if I could put to use this ageless body, then I'm all for it.
Knowing of the dangers that you have seen before you, knowing what it can do, I ask you this. Would you be my magister? You have already created things that others have not dared to dream. So if this is an interview process, you're nailing it.
I don't know. I've already sworn myself to Saloon. I said that I'd always be her cleric.
These are not mutually exclusive things. She is my mother, but
I don't know. If it interferes in any way, no, but
why do you think it would interfere?
just postulating. What would being your magister entail?
You are my quill. You are already writing. This would effectively give you a bit of safety.
Well, they do say the pen is mightier than the sword.
I have known many a mage to simply unravel swords with their words. Of this I will agree. You don't have to say yes, but know that the offer is still on the table.
No, I've been indecisive too long. I'll be your quill.
And Mistress smiles and nods, and She will clap her hands again, and from far off in her halls, you hear the of a book just like bullet speed going through until it arrives closer to you, and it slows and then turns onto its side, and the cover opens, and you see that there is a place for you to sign your name. What do you sign?
He conjures a quill and signs Eva Bin.
Okay. Sounds good. And as you do, the book closes and lifts, and then once again sails off into the distance. And Mistra smiles and nods and says, I had hoped that that would be the case. Now, is there anything else that you would ask from me while you have my attention?
Would you like to take a stroll?
And Mistra will smile again, and she says, maybe some other time. And at that, the lights that are on these ever-burning candles placed around this depression in the ground begins to fade. And you see her put her hands on the sides of her wheelchair, and she spins around, and you hear her just pushing herself off down the hallway. And she says, it was nice getting to know you and meeting you in that order.
Just a small wave.
And with that small wave, that is where we will call it for tonight's session of the Four Keeps Legacy. We are donezo! We did it, guys. We did it. What a great game. I had a blast. And speaking of things that I have a blast with, hey, RJ, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ on the interwebs. You can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life. I need a breath. You can find me here on Mondays and Sundays. Mondays as Caelum, the Shatterkai Wizard Cleric, and on Sunday as Wally, the Shifter Barbarian Fighter. I'm not doing anything else this week because I have company over.
Who dat?
I don't know. Somebody.
Somebody.
But I will tweet whenever I'm doing stuff, so catch me at RJustice282.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp. You can find me at LBHackEmUp on Twitter. I'm not doing a lot this week because I'm out of town. Where am I? Who knows?
Are you visiting Rob?
Yes, actually I am.
I knew it!
That's later. But no, tomorrow I'll be on G Game Nights, but I won't be on anything until G Game Nights on Sunday after that. Well, I mean, we might play a game. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. I just did my $300 follower giveaway. And if I get 400 followers, I'll do another giveaway because I'm like that. I'm sending stuff all over the world. Bam! TonightKeener.com.
Hi, I'm Several1201 of Several1201 and Jabroni TV. You can follow me at Several1201.live, which has links to my Patreon, where I have Exandria conversions of D&D stuff. There's my Twitter there. I don't think I tweeted today. I shitpost mostly. There's links to my Twitch. Right now we're playing Until Dawn, and we're using it as just a game to figure out who we're sacrificing to Wendigos, because my god, we hate these characters. And I have a YouTube. That YouTube has all the archives of that, as well as other stuff like a full no commentary playthrough of The Last of Us Part 2 in case you don't have a PS4 and want to watch The Last of Us. It's a good game to watch. So yeah, if you want to do that, you could give a small channel some watch time. Check out jabroni.tv to see a whole bunch of other people, a whole bunch of other really cool streamers, and Jabroni Tabletop for other cool streamers on D&D and TTRPG channels. I think I'm going to be able to update that with another game pretty soon. I might have a session 0 for that game tomorrow, and so I'll be able to talk about it. Yeah, for other games, I'm here on today. Today's Monday. I'm here. Yeah. I also play on Thursdays as Arjhan, except I'm actually the DM for that game. So yeah, check that out. Check out Indoor's Patreon to see a giveaway that we're doing where you can sort of have an impact on that game that we're running and also win some Tiamat merch, which apparently we have in a whole bunch more colors though. Yay. DanaeKeener.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. Play as Cori under the Eldrin Paladin on Mondays, and on Sundays I am Baz the Drow Rogue Fighter during our Doom of Annihilation game. And on this Wednesday we're going to be doing our Monster Noir game, so come on by and see all your favorite characters. I don't know why I laughed when I said that.
Because Rinrin won't be there this Sunday, and we all know that she's our favorite.
It's true. But yeah, Rue Hawker, the paranormal detective, Private Eye, is going to Europe with her vampire, fae, and I don't know, he's like a mummy lich type guy. He's undead. We'll go with that. He can take his hand off and play the piano. Anyway. We're going to Europe. It's going to be great. DanaeKeener.com.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/IndoorAdventures. We do shows like this Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But did you know this week is the equivalent of Hell Week for me? Because today I have a game. Tomorrow you can find me at, I believe, 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time DMing on the Hype Goblins channel for Nexus Adventures. You guys are going to be going to Algira's House of Wonder. Maybe there's going to be a casino-style heist that's going to be happening. Who's to say? Then Wednesday, we got our Monster Noir game, and then Thursday, bop, bop. That's right, we got Tyrant Security. It's going to be a great time, and of course, then Sunday. Woohoo! If this is your first time joining us and you want to check out even more of these wonderful fine folk, consider going to youtube.com/IndoorAdventures. We have posted all of the VODs of every game that we play on this channel there, or you can find audiocasts of wherever audiocasts are made available for free under the same moniker. But for now, we are going to be going into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you have any questions that you would like to either ask myself or these wonderful players, consider going to check that out. Like I said, it's being hosted for free. And like Connor said, hey, we got a giveaway. You want to be an NPC in this game? You want to be an NPC in Thursday's game? There's all sorts of chances that you could do just that. But we are going to be heading there shortly, so I would like to say once again, thank you to everybody who decided to stop by. Thank you to these players for putting up with my bullshit once again this week, and we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. See you soon!
Thank